Shit, I test fitted these a few weeks back. I didn't even put screws in the woofers, and they still have not moved. That shows you what kind of a tight fit these things are. Now I'm ready to do the full install on this system, or at least get started. And I also just ordered a bunch of cable from Sky High Car Audio. It should be here any day now, and then I'm officially gonna get started. But for right now, I wanna bring this into the shop. I gotta hook the speakers up. I'm gonna put a terminal on the back because I don't think it has one on this box yet. And a couple of screws, maybe take a test listen, see how these things sound on that B2 Audio 2500.1. Let's do it. I don't even know if I can get these things out of there. They're so snug and not even a single screw. Let me kind of tug on it a little bit. Yeah, that ain't gonna come out right now. I'm gonna have to get something else. Let's go ahead and see what's up with this. There we go. There's one. Once I got the first one out, I can reach the motor on the other one and kind of push it, so we're good. This thing is not even heavy at all. It's like nothing. Look at this. So this thing doesn't have any terminals on the back yet. Got a spot for them. I'm sure if you buy a box, you'll have them. Bobby brought this over for me to check it out. And well, you know, I got over 100,000 views, so I got to keep it. But nonetheless, I have a prototype box. He even wants to shine that up for me, but we haven't gotten to it yet. We're both kind of busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that into something. Something we hook some wires up to. Let's take a test listen. We'll mount these things in the box, hook it up to this amp, see how good it is. All right, this shouldn't really be too complicated. All these woofers are gonna be ran off one monoblock amp. That means I really only need one terminal. Somewhere along the line, if I need to run 2 amps and I need another terminal, there's a spot over there, but no need in drilling holes or running wires that are unnecessary. So, let's do it. Well, it's time for the battery to die. God damn it. Need to get a fresh battery real quick. Shit, might as well use these. We got copper. Try not to touch it too much. All right, well, let's wire these goddamn things up. Let's see how they sound. As you can see, these are dual 2s. So I'm probably gonna have to get a little bit creative. Some speaker wire real quick. Got something over here, I bet. Something nice. Should be enough to get the job done. Alright, as I sit here and watch this time lapse go by, instead of putting a beat on or having some music playing, I'm just going to go ahead and break it down for you what I'm doing so it makes a little bit of sense. Right now I'm cutting all these little wires so I can put each individual subwoofer in parallel. They're dual voice coils, so I want to put them in parallel. They're dual 2s, so I'm essentially going to turn each woofer into a single 1 ohm subwoofer. I'm going to take a set of 3 on the left and I'm going to parallel those together. And when that's all done, it's going to be right around 0.33 ohms. The set on the right, I'm going to do the same exact thing. So they'll be at 0.33 ohms. So what I'm going to do from there is take the set that's parallel to the right, the set that's parallel to the left, and then I'm going to series them together to bring them back up to 0.66, 0.67 ohm. That should be okay for the amp. Normally I would say don't do that to an amp, but I don't really have any choice right now. So I'm going to give it a try and see if it's any good. If it is, you know, we're going to be bumping. I think it should be, though. It's a 1 ohm amp. I actually thought these were going to be dual 1s for some reason. I don't know why. In my head, I thought they were dual 1s the whole time. But now that I found out they were dual 2s, I had to sort of make some changes. But I think the amp should be okay at 0.67. I mean, all we can really do is try. It's a 1 ohm amp. It should probably be alright. The B2 audio is stout. So, anyhow, that's pretty much what we're doing. So essentially I got 0.33 something coming off this set of 6.5s, and here's the tail end of that set of 6.5s right there. So these are all parallel together. These are all parallel together. Then I'm going to take these, run them in series, and bring it back up to something that isn't a complete short circuit, and then hook it up to the back terminal, be good to go. She wanted to see my Facebook status. She said she would, I'm missing. She said that she is diamond. She shine while she glisten. She said that I'm a star. Trying to reach me is a mission. All I gotta do is hit her. Yeah. All I gotta do is on my face. She said she loved me. Well, I got music playing in the background, so it's showing 0.7, 0.8, 0.6. But those woofers, all I gotta do is move a little bit and it'll change. But yeah, we're looking at like 0.66, 67, 0.67, something like that. All right. We need to hook this thing up to an amp. and it's all hooked up. Terminals in, wires on. Nice long one that can reach over to my bench. Of course, I'll put a different one on it once it's in the truck. And all it's left to do is to fire this thing up. All right, let's get some juice.
Flexing, borderline perplexed.
Ooh, I can already hear it.
Told me this while we was texting. I know feelings get She want the dopest of the dopest. That's why she on my mind. But I've been over a while, so I see this all the time. Roll a wood or a Dutch, all depending on my dime. Always keep a thumb close, cause them suckers on the grind. They seem like I'm a diamond, like glitter how they shine.
All right, that was pretty dope. But you know what I want to do before I end this video? I'm gonna grab the SMD IMSG. Let's find out exactly what this box is tuned to, and let's run some test tones through it as well. Let's get these woofers really moving. All right, it would appear this thing is tuned to about 39, 40 hertz. He did talk about adjusting the port and making it go a little deeper, but 40 hertz is actually a nice all-around number for everybody's vehicle. If you want to listen to rock, you're going to need it to be tuned a little higher than 20. So 40 isn't bad. All right, now let's unplug this thing and hook it directly into the amp. Get some test tones jumping off. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. This thing's still gonna play plenty low. You're just not gonna miss out on any of the upper stuff, you know, that you need for other types of music. So, just from what I'm hearing on the test bench, or on my spray table, I should say, this thing sounds really good. But I wanna try to get these woofers a flexing. God damn. Hertz, 10.8, we'll drop it down a little bit. 10 hertz. We got 10 hertz. Here we go. Turn them up a little bit. We're gonna bring that up to about 20 hertz. Now we're gonna set this up right around 20. Close enough. 20.5. See what it does. Now, if you're listening to this in your living room or over something that you can actually hear the bass, peep this shit at 56 hertz. My shop doors over there are rattling. It's barely turned up. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Loud. All right, I got to give that B2 audio amp credit. That's a 1 ohm stable amp sitting at 0.67 right now. And I've been kind of torturing it a little bit. It's getting a little warm. Actually, it's not that bad, really. This side's cold, this side's a little warm. Who knows what'll happen on a hot summer day, but it's not like we're trying to win any SPL contests with this anyways. So we'll set the gain really nice, and this thing should be on cruise control in the truck. And I know I talk about it in every single video how busy I am, and I promise I'm going to get to that F250. I'm going to get to those 24-inch subs. I'm going to get to Jaybird's $140 install. He's actually been working a lot too himself, so we don't really run across each other as much as we used to since he got a new job, but his stuff is definitely going to get done. I'm feeling like I'm going to hire somebody over here at the shop real soon, and that's going to free me up to do all these little projects that I want to do. But for right now, just bear with me. I'll do what I can. I've already got the wire from Sky High ordered. We're gonna send some power cable into the truck. We're gonna start hooking this thing up. It shouldn't be that bad once I get started. So stay tuned for that. I promise I'll get it going, and thanks for watching. So the next time you hear me talking about this truck, I'm actually gonna get started. I'm gonna pop the hood. I'm gonna order myself some excess power batteries. This thing takes 2, and then I got the cable coming. So I'm just gonna do what I can when I can, and one thing at a time. I should have that thing bumping real soon. It's not gonna take that long, I don't think.